light-hearted living
in light-hearted Falstaff.
I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before.
Ah, that's it. Light-hearted Falstaff in perfect tune with the song fest.
We were sailing along.
On moonlight day.
Falstaff, choice and cheerful tasting as only a premium quality beer can be.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
For the best in light-hearted living, enjoy Light-hearted Falstaff.
There's light-hearted living in light-hearted Falstaff. Brewed for fresh, light-hearted taste with the heart of finest barley,
heart of purest water too.
and the heart of the hops. For a light-hearted brew, there's light-hearted living
In light-hearted Falstaff,
America's premium quality beer.
I call every bottle darling, darling.
I love you, dear, my Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Tell us why you love it so, for we would really like to know.
Well, here's one reason. No other brewery in America, or perhaps in the entire world, has received more important international awards than the makers of Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Gold medals, diplomas, citations from country after country have confirmed officially what public opinion has been demonstrating for 105 years, that Pabst Blue Ribbon is the finest beer served anywhere. Your taste will tell you why. I pour you and adore your creamy foam.
Your friends and neighbors, too, will whisper, I love you.
When you serve them Pabst Blue Ribbon in your home.
Please pass the pretzels.
When you serve them Pabst Blue Ribbon in your home. You hear it everywhere. Finest beer served anywhere. 33 fine brews blended into one great beer.
Lots of brands of beer still open this way. This brand now opens this way. Lucky Lager. Isn't that something? Now Lucky opens without an opener.
Hank went hunting after moose, bear or rabbit, duck or goose. Then he heard a fellow man remind him of a better plan.
hey, get your cobia. Hey, get your Valentine. Hey, get your cold beer. Get your ice cold Valentine beer.
When you want the flavor in beer today, you ask the man for Valentine beer. It's got the liveliest taste in town. Valentine's got it. Valentine beer.
That's right. Hey, get your cold beer. Get your cold Valentine beer. And you're getting the real flavor in beer today. Delicious, lip-smacking flavor that gives Valentine beer the liveliest taste in town. Enjoy some, will you? You'll be so glad you did.
Simon Pure Beer presents Buster Keaton. Simon Pure makes any meal a feast. Simon Pure, the happier, hoppier beer.
Hey, party time. Hi, George. Judy. Hi, Barbie.
How about that thirst? What's your pleasure? Beer, dear? Miller High Life. You have good taste.
Enjoy life
Enjoy life.
with Miller.
High Life.
The champagne of bottled beer. Enjoy life
Enjoy life.
with Miller High Life. Brewed carefully,
Distinctively.
wonderfully,
Exclusively.
only in Milwaukee,
Naturally. Naturally.
There's a special kind of beer. With an indestructible flavor. Stag. Taste Stag. See why it's called Super Beer.
What made Milwaukee change its mind? What made Milwaukee change its mind?
Hello, I'm Rex Marshall. Yes, the big beer question these days is, what made Milwaukee change its mind about beer? Well, if you like Milwaukee beer, and I guess everybody knows that that's America's best beer, I'm sure you'll be mighty interested in the answer. What made Milwaukee change its mind? Well, let's ask a man from Milwaukee. He ought to know.
Yes, I certainly do know, and I'll tell you all about it. You know, Milwaukee is where almost all the fine, world-famous beers are brewed. Over the years, more and more people, right here in Milwaukee, have come to realize that Blatz is the finest of all the fine beers. That's why today, in these modern times, Blatz is Milwaukee's favorite beer by far. Yes, no doubt about it. The flavor of Blatz is what made Milwaukee change its mind about beer. The Milwaukee Journal proves it in black and white. You see, every year this newspaper conducts a citywide survey on beer preferences and publishes the results. Now see for yourself how Blatz has been preferred by Milwaukee year after year after year. And take a look at this. Nowadays, Milwaukee prefers Blatz by an even greater margin.
Well, you know, winning an honor like that, year after year after year, in America's beer capital, is surely the greatest possible tribute to the flavor of any beer. Don't you agree? So the next time you order beer, remember, it's so easy to enjoy Milwaukee's favorite beer. Just be sure that you order Blatz, Milwaukee's favorite beer, Milwaukee's finest beer.
Charles, 6 more Falstaff, please.
Hello. This is a hop flower. Hops grow on vines. Right now I'm going to use this one to illustrate what Schlitz means by brewed with just the kiss of the hops. Hops, you see, have petals, leaves, and stems. But in brewing, the really valuable part is the lupulin. L-U-P-U-L-I-N. It's a golden powdery substance. Like the honeybee takes nectar from the flowers, Schlitz takes lupulin from the hops. It's the timing, just enough time to extract the delicate aromatic flavor of the lupulin without the bitterness that can come from the hops themselves. To illustrate, you know how harsh or bitter coffee and tea become when brewed too long? Well, that can never happen with Schlitz beer, because Schlitz is brewed with just the kiss of the hops. You notice it right away in flavor and aroma. Hops vary in quality, and Schlitz buys only the best. It's true, of course, that any brewer who has the money can buy good hops if he wants to do so. But the thing to remember is that it takes more than good hops to produce a beer as fine as Schlitz. You have to know how. And that's why the matchless flavor of Schlitz is good in every bottle and can. And that's why people buy more bottles and cans of Schlitz year after year, millions more than of any other beer. Just one glass will prove to you why, if you like beer, you'll love Schlitz. Enjoy it soon. And now back to the Schlitz Playhouse of Stars.
I'm from Milwaukee, and this is my boat, and my beer is Flat. That's the best beer afloat. Flat is the best beer on land or on sea. Oh, what a flavor, Flat for me.
It started in Milwaukee, where Blatz is the largest selling beer. And now folks from coast to coast agree.
Blatz for me, brother. Those folks up there in Milwaukee sure know their beer.
They sure do. Blatz for me, too. Why, it's more popular than any beer in Milwaukee.
And a mighty big favorite from coast to coast. Yes, sir. Blatz for me, too. Yes, Blatz is a favorite wherever you go.
I'm from Milwaukee, and I ought to know. It's the Blatz beer story wherever you go. Blatz is the name you will always hear. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer.
The Amos and Andy Show has been brought to you by Blatz, Milwaukee's finest beer.
I'm from Milwaukee, and I ought to know. It's the Blatz beer story wherever you go. Blatz is the name you will always hear. Blatz is Milwaukee's finest beer.
The Blatz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin invites you to tune in every week at this time for the Amos and Andy Show.
I want a beer just like the beer they served my dear old dad.
Pabst Blue Ribbon beer was the only beer your daddy ever had.
Boy, look at that creamy head.
These waving fields of barley are just one of many reasons for that creamy head and fresh, pure, sparkling taste. For this is not ordinary barley. This is very special barley. This is Blue Ribbon barley. The United States Department of Agriculture recognizes more than 5,000 different types of barley, but only 8 of all these are considered fine enough for use in Pabst Blue Ribbon. Finest beer served anywhere. Your taste will tell you why.
Fresh, clean, sparkling beer with creamy foam.
Fine in restaurants
And fine at home. I want a beer just like the beer they served my dear old dad. 'Twas Pabst Blue Ribbon, finest to be had. You hear it everywhere, finest beer served anywhere. 33 fine brews blended into one great beer. Here's where you get refreshing lightness. Here's where you get refreshing Schlitz.
I like Schlitz, like Schlitz.
Here's where you get refreshing lightness. Here's where you get refreshing Schlitz.
I like Schlitz, like Schlitz.
The land of sky blue waters, land of cool enchantment. Listen.
From the land of sky blue water, from the land of pines, lofty balsams, comes the beer refreshing, comes the beer refreshing.
Hams. Yes, from the land of sky blue waters to you comes Hams, the beer refreshing as the crisp, cool land it's brewed in. The beer that captures for you the wonderful refreshment of this enchanted Northland. Hams. Hams. Crisp, clean cut to the taste. Refreshing.
Hills of lakes and sunset breezes, dance and sparkle in each glass full. Hands the beer refreshing, hands the beer refreshing, hands.
Refreshingly yours from the land of sky blue waters.
Home, sweet home, the little nest, where after work a man can rest or take a peaceful stroll outdoors, doing little simple chores.
Weed the garden, cut the grass, paint the window, mix the glass, trim the shrubbery, grind the axe. But take it easy, dear. Relax.
Oh, these little women have a way, but maybe I forgot to say, she always had my favorite brand, Carling's Black Label beer on hand.
What a happy thought. Hey, Mabel, a great idea. Black Label, nothing too good for good company. Carling's Black Label beer, the quality brew at the popular price. Enjoy the best, take our advice. Get Carling's Black Label, Carling's Black Label beer. Mabel, Black Label, Carling's Black Label beer.
My beer is Rheingold, the dry beer. East side, west side, and up, down, and down. Rheingold Extra Dry Beer is the beer of great renown. Friendly, freshening Rheingold, always happily dry. The clean, clear taste you want in beer is in Rheingold Extra Dry.
From Lexington to Madison and on both sides of Park,
They ask for Rheingold Extra Dry
Before and after dark.
From Coney to Connecticut on Flatbush Avenue.
From Jersey scenes way out to Queens, they sing as millions do. My beer is Rheingold, the dry beer. Friendly, freshening, and happily dry beer. Dry means clean and it's clear. Dry means thirst-quenching beer. Join the millions who buy Rheingold beer extra dry.
Open a Budweiser and pour yourself the most inviting glass of beer you've ever tasted.
Sure.
Cold, golden Budweiser with that good taste for good times. So go ahead. Live life, every golden minute of it. Enjoy Budweiser. Every golden drop of it.
Budweiser beer is for folks who know where there's life. Where there's life.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Where there's life, there's Bud.
You know, these days we hear a great deal about taste tests. But here's one that's really conclusive. It has to do with beer. I'm talking about the fact that year after year, people buy more Schlitz than any other beer. This is the result of trial and comparison of different brands to find the one beer that best meets the modern taste. It's a continuing taste test that goes on day after day, year after year. Here's a lady who might very well be your neighbor. She has just decided to take Schlitz home. The reason, of course, is that her family likes Schlitz best. And it stands to reason that they have tasted other brands in the process of settling on Schlitz as their first choice. Here's a familiar family scene where lots of products are judged and where the American people make their choice. All beers look good in the glass, but this is Schlitz beer, and it's different. Dry and mellow to meet the modern taste. Brewed with just the kiss of the hops to give you all of the flavor and none of the bitterness. Good? You bet. It's the beer that made Milwaukee famous. How about making the one taste test that counts most? Yours. Just one glass will prove to you why year after year people are buying more bottles and cans of Schlitz. Millions more than any other beer. If you like beer, you'll love Schlitz. And now back to the Schlitz Playhouse of Stars.
This is Jimmy Wallington speaking. In just a moment, Riley will be back with us. Meanwhile, remember, wherever you see the Pabst Blue Ribbon label on a bottle or a can, it's your guarantee of quality and satisfaction. For it means the finest beer served. anywhere. Your taste will tell you why.
I never did get to finish my poem.
Well, why don't you do that, Waldo?
There was a wise old owl who had a friend, a mouse.
Hey, Waldo, let me finish it, huh? There was a wise old owl who had a friend, a mouse. The finest beer served anywhere is served in Riley's house. The man is talking about Pabst Blue Ribbon beer, the finest beer served anyway. Well, here's to Junior's birthday.
Oh, fine.
And here's to you.
Enjoy the life of Riley with Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Whenever you take a taste of it, you give it a hearty cheer. Again and again and again and again, it's Pabst Blue Ribbon you'll buy. Again and again and again and again, your taste will tell you why. So enjoy the life of Riley with Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. With Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. You hear it everywhere. Finest beer served anywhere. 33 fine brews blended into one great beer.
Hello. You know, the real virtue of a quality product is always more than meets the eye. Now, take Schlitz beer, for example. All beers weigh the same on the scales. They may look somewhat alike on your dealer's shelf. And they may even look more or less alike in the glass. But millions of people all over the world have found out that Schlitz beer has something that belongs to Schlitz alone. I'm talking about the matchless flavor of Schlitz and the fact that it is brewed with just the kiss of the hops. None of the bitterness, which means that it is perfectly attuned to the modern taste. Moreover, millions of people have discovered that the flavor of Schlitz is always uniform, always good. Yes, Schlitz has brewed the beer the people like, and the free choice of the people has made Schlitz the largest selling beer in the world. This popularity is the result of the greatest continuous taste test in beer history. As people buy and compare different brands, each beer gets a chance to prove how well it meets the modern taste, and Schlitz is the winner by far. What greater proof of quality could there be for any product? What greater praise could there be for a beer than that it made a city famous? However, the test that counts most is yours. How about making it soon? And you too will find out why so many people are saying, if you like beer, you'll love Schlitz. And now, back to the Schlitz Playhouse of Stars.
Charlie the horse was none too spry. His rider, Joe, was really dry. When low beneath the burning sky, they heard the famous Valentine cry.
Valentine, Valentine. Hey, get your cobia. Hey, get your Valentine. Hey, get your cold beer. Get your ice cold Valentine beer.
When you want the flavor in beer today, you ask the man for Valentine beer. It's got the liveliest taste in town. Valentine's got it. Valentine, Valentine beer.
You know, folks, if you're like me, you like your beer tall, frosty, cold, and just brimming over with lip-smacking, honest-to-goodness flavor. That's Valentine beer for you. Flavors brewed in for the liveliest taste in town. Enjoy refreshing Valentine beer. You'll be so glad you did.
Friends, this is National Tavern Month, celebrating 300 years of friendly hospitality. A grand time to drop into your neighborhood tavern. Yes, stop in and you ask the man for Valentine beer, the liveliest taste in town, at the friendliest place in town, your favorite tavern.
Whistle every day, my friend. Give your blues the axe. When you do, you're certain to enjoy life and jack.
Whistle every day, my friend. Take time to relax. With good fun, good food and friends. Have some ice cold jack.
Life is like the scale, you know, a daily do-re-mi. pucker up your lips and throw, whistle merrily.
When you whistle, it's a fact, license tomorrow. Whistle every day and say check.
That's it. Best beer in town.
Mabel, Black Label, Carling's Black Label beer.
The money on hand determines the brand of a car that you are buying.
You can't cut the price of a suit that's nice.
Or shoes that you've been eyeing.
Her winter coat may have to be goat.
Although she was dying for Sable.
But in beer, we boast the best doesn't cost most.
We all enjoy Black Label.
Mabel, Black Label. When you step up to order Black Label, you're treating yourself to premium quality. There's none finer. But when you pay for it, put the extra change back in your pocket. Carling's Black Label is yours to enjoy at the popular price. That's the story. Premium quality, popular price. And a big reason why today Carling's Black Label is America's fastest growing beer.
It's a premium brew at the popular price. Enjoy the best. Take our advice. Get Carling's Black Label. Carling's Black Label beer. Carling's Black Label beer. It's a premium brew at the popular price. Enjoy the best. Take our advice. Get Carling's Black Label. Carling's Black Label beer. Mabel, Black Label. Mabel, Black Label. Mabel.
Flats for me.
Flats for me.
Flats for me.
Blatz beer is sweeping the country. First in Milwaukee, 'cause it's first in taste.
Flats for me.
Flats for me.
Wherever you go, folks are saying...
Flats for me.
It started in Milwaukee, where Blatz is the largest selling beer. And now, from coast to coast, folks are saying, Blatz for me. Yes, with smart people like these, Blatz is first in taste. They find particular pleasure in that light, distinctive Blatz flavor. And because it's first in taste, Blatz is fast becoming first choice everywhere. In fact, Blatz is so good that after just one bottle, folks agree...
Flats for me.
Try this wonderful Blatz beer yourself, and you'll agree.
B-L-A-T-Z. Spell Blatz for me.
Hello. What would you say if you had to describe the taste of a ripe strawberry or a sizzling steak? Impossible, of course. It just can't be done. It's the same with trying to describe the matchless flavor of Schlitz beer. Instead, suppose we listen to a few things people say about the taste of the world's best-loved beer.
Unlike olives, you don't have to learn to like Schlitz. Its clean, refreshing taste wins you from the very first sip. If you like beer, you'll love Schlitz.
At last, a beer that tastes as good as it looks. And it not only tastes good, there's no unwelcome aftertaste. If you like beer, you'll love Schlitz.
Schlitz is dry without being bitter. Like it says in the ad, it's brewed with just the kiss of the hops. Yes, if you like beer, you'll love Schlitz.
Yes, that's right, friends. Everywhere you go, people say good things about the taste of Schlitz. If you travel a lot, you'll find that the matchless flavor of Schlitz never varies. Always uniform, always mellow, and good no matter where you buy it. But, of course, you still have to taste Schlitz yourself to find out how really good and agreeable to your taste a beer can be. No wonder Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous. If you like beer, you'll love Schlitz. So enjoy Schlitz soon, won't you? And now, back to our Schlitz Playhouse of Stars.
The champion seems to be moving about like a gigantic cat. There's a right and a left, and a hard right and another left, and a hard right to the jaw. The champion was rocked by that one. And there's the bell.
Ah, they don't make champions like they used to, Dooley.
That's true, that's true. I remember when I was a little mug, my father took me to see a real champion fight. Timothy Sullivan. He went 32 rounds against a kangaroo. A kangaroo? What kind of fight is that? Oh, it was a fearful battle. They were picking fur off Sullivan for days afterward.
Bartender, fill up this mug with some Utica Club beer. Maybe it'll shape him up. A kangaroo. At least there's one thing that's still made the old way. Utica Club beer with natural bubbles.
Find my place, Schultz. I'll be back for the next round.
Which'll it be? Which'll it be? Ding, 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 ding. Mitchell rings the bell for me. If you like light, smooth, premium beer, take one sip and I'll bet $1 you'll agree with us and holler. Ding, 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 ding. Mitchell rings the bell for me. Mitchell rings the bell. Mitchell rings the bell. Mitchell rings the bell. Mitchell rings the bell. Mitchell rings the bell for me.
Has your day ever been like this?
Time for relaxing. My working day is through. I'm in my slippers and watching TV too. Now pour me a glass of National Bohemian and I'll be satisfied.
Wherever under the blue sky you are, when you thirst for something wet, cold, and delicious, open a can or bottle of National Bohemian beer. So light, so refreshing. Nothing cools your thirst like National Bohemian. Wet, cold, and delicious.